So this final video of the day, well, not of the day, but of these 4 videos, is something that I wanted to talk about on YouTube because it got a good reception when I talked about it on my social media sites, and so I wanted to see what the reception was like on my actual YouTube channel. But first, let me talk about the video I'm linking in the info here and so forth. It's a animated clip of a discussion that went on, a little story and stuff like that that went on during the Co-Optional podcast, which I was actually on a little while back. And so basically, there's a guy on it named BOOGIE, who I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. He originally got really famous for basically decimating his Xbox 360, and a lot of people thought it was real and so forth, you know, that he was really that way, but it's basically a character he's playing, and it's a lot of characters he's playing, and I'm not bagging on him for that at all, which is what brings me to the thing I'm going to talk about, which a lot of you remember me from doing stuff like Sealbond Action and the LSD videos and so forth, you know, where I'd like really flip out and so forth. And while the LSD videos were completely real with how much I was getting freaked out, a lot of my rage stuff like Sealbond Action and I Want to Be the Guy and so forth was exaggerated to some extent. Which, by the way, as a side note, if you want to see me really lose it, I've actually linked in the info the top 5 videos, I believe, where I really, truly lost my shit. Because, yeah, those videos, I really was genuinely angry. But it takes a lot to get me actually angry when I'm playing a video game. And so, I originally did the Sealbond Action stuff and amplified it some, exaggerated it some, for the sake of entertainment. Because, you know, I figured people wanted to see a guy go nuts and so forth. And while I was frustrated with it, I was nowhere near the actual anger level that I was depicting in the videos and was more just kind of playing into it and so forth. As time went on, I didn't want to do this more and more. I wanted to be as genuine as I could with my reactions to stuff. And so a lot of people feel that I mellowed out. And in reality, I didn't actually mellow out. I just became more actually myself and stopped exaggerating things. And this also goes too with a lot of the humor that I did, is I've been trying for the past year or so to stop saying dick and fuck and, you know, so forth, everything in every single like sentence I say. And so obviously that's still part of my natural speech pattern to just say that stuff randomly, but I'm trying to not exaggerate that also, because in those videos I would say it much more excessively than I really would. And so for a long time, I've thought about this, and, you know, I realized that on YouTube, one of the ways that people entertain others is to go and exaggerate themselves and be all zany and crazy and, like, break a fucking chair over their head and stuff like that. And so what I want to try and do within the next 2 months or so, when I get the time to really set it up, shoot some videos for it and stuff like that, is I want to make a channel where I do play this character and I go excessively overboard and act like I'm smashing my keyboard and punching the hole in the wall and losing my shit and getting upset over every little thing that happens in the game and so forth, you know, and playing that character, that role. And obviously content on this channel would not change. I would still say the same as I was before, but for those of you who enjoyed the Sealbond Action-esque videos, you would be able to get that kind of stuff on that channel. And then when you wanted to see like more, you know, in-depth commentary and the vlogs and the food tasting and the travel videos and so forth and the regular gaming videos and the indie games and so forth, you would go to this channel. And so that's what I've decided I'm going to do. I'm going to do this regardless because I think it's something that, you know, I should do because people wanted it for a very long time, and it would allow me to keep doing what I want to do on this channel without people getting, you know, disappointed that I'm not throwing a chair through the wall when I'm like losing in a game and so forth. And then for the people who don't like that kind of content, then you still have this channel. So let me know what you think in the comments about that. But BOOGIE is an example of this type of channel basically merged into one channel. I just wanted to keep it separate because then people would deliberately know I was playing a character, or at least I'd hope so. And so yeah, but I've had this, you know, thought for a year or so now, and then I stumbled on BOOGIE's channel. I actually had known, I'd seen that video of his like many, many years ago, but I didn't know he had a steady YouTube channel until just a few months ago. And so he's the best example I can give of what this would be like, you know, if you watch his vlog videos compared to his acting videos. The actual video, though, that referenced all, that I'm referencing here, the Boogie's is in the first link in the info, though, and you can check that out if you want to check out a neat little animated clip. And that is about it. And again, the links to the Rage videos are in the info. Please do check those out. Check out the animated clip, and that is about it. And in about an hour or two from now, another Pepsi Man episode should be up, which I really do think you should check out because that series is amazing. And the cutscenes and the FMV in it are only going to get a lot worse. So yeah, that's about it.